Asante sana mama wetu wa county, Your Excellency the Deputy President, and your spouse, Pastor Dorcas, Cabinet Secretary is present, Governors present, and notably old boy Achilo, Governor Achilo Ayako, Governor Migori County, all members of Parliament, senators, and the entire congregation, good afternoon. Maybe Your Excellency, I should start by telling my county woman rep that I didn't go to Alliance High School. I went to the Alliance High School. And Your Excellency, the Deputy President, before I make brief remarks, let me also appreciate our cabinet secretaries, including CS Kipchumba Murkomen, our CS Transport and Infrastructure, who now prides himself of having gone or come to Alliance. And I keep telling him there's a difference between saying I went to the Alliance High School and I have been to Alliance High School. CS Kipchumba Murkomen, who is now a parent here, has been to the Alliance High School. But his son, when the time comes, he will have the pride of saying that he went to the Alliance High School. Your Excellency, allow me to first begin by confirming before our very eminent leaders of the church, the Alliance of Churches that founded this school. Because a few months ago when we had the Shakahola massacre and Shakahola cult, CS Kipchumba Murkomen had the audacity to forward to me something that he collected on social media that's saying the next cult to deal with is the cult of those who say, I went to Alliance. Your Excellency, allow me to confirm this afternoon that I went to Alliance High School is not a cult. We are a generation of men who attended this school, left with a rich heritage, and we are extremely proud of what we got from this school. Secondly, Your Excellency, may I also confirm, like the woman rep said, the young men in this school love their country. They love I could see some protest when Mheshimiwa Mradha said they must love the girls at the girls' school, Acrosians. And we love Acrosians, just like we love Caucasians. And just like we love Bomerians. Your Excellency, you could hear the cheers from Caucasians because I also married a Caucasian. And even Chalks. And I missed out on Chalks, but I ended up in Quartet. Your Excellency, as Senator Karongo has said, let me also use the words of Bishop Mulwa, who is my very good friend, who gave us a very good sermon this morning. That indeed, Bishop, as you said, there is nothing Christian in selling each other stones, whether it is 20 shillings or 50 or 100 shillings. And the demonstrations we have witnessed in this country over the last few weeks and months, Bishop, you've asked us a very critical question whether in a country that professes that 80% of us are Christians, whether we want to engage each other in demonstrations that turn out to be violent, end up with bloodshed, with loss of life, with massive destruction of public and private infrastructure and property. And Bishop, let me confirm to you, as we communicated yesterday between myself and the leader of minority, We have engaged, as the church has often called on us as leaders to engage, and we have made a conscious decision that we shall no longer in this country use violence, anarchy, and bloodshed as a currency for negotiating political power. That we must live and abide by the rule of law and our constitution, that we must make determination of how we govern our country at the ballot box, on the day of elections, and the day elections are announced. If any one of us has a grievance from an electoral process, we shall follow the rule of law and the constitution to sort out whatever differences or misgivings we may have with an electoral process. Therefore, Your Excellency, as you and the President have guided, I must also appreciate the position that has been taken by our colleagues in the minority, that we now all agree, whether you are in the majority or in the minority, whether you are in government or in the opposition, that violence, anarchy, and bloodshed shall not be a way of transacting business in the Republic of Kenya. And I want to take this opportunity, Your Excellency, to assure the country that, as we indicated yesterday, with the guidance of the party leaders in the two coalitions, we shall embark in that process of dialoguing and talking to each other so that we may resolve the 5 issues that we indicated as the agenda of that committee that we will set up. That, Your Excellency, is not to say that the cost of living is not an issue to the people of Kenya. And indeed, globally, Your Excellency, you know, and I'm glad you just came from the FAO meetings in Italy. You know, the challenge of the cost of living is a global problem. And Your Excellency, you also know we all went out to the people of Kenya with manifestos, and our manifesto in Kenya Kwanza, which called or christened the plan, had solid and achievable plans that we indicated we will roll out if we go to government. And we all agreed, Your Excellency, that given an opportunity to implement that plan, we have the know-how, we have the means, and we are capable of changing the tide and bringing down the cost of living. And we appreciate the role of the opposition or the minority in oversighting government to ensure that this government will implement what they went out, or what we went out to the Kenyan people to sell to them, that we shall do when we are government. And we have indicated, Your Excellency, that on the question of the cost of living, we will allow the minority to have all the latitude in line with our laws and the Constitution to criticize, to propose better measures than they think would do better than we are doing, but to never, ever use violence as a means to engage on political issues or on governance issues. And I want to confirm that to our leaders in the church, that we in Kenya Kwanza, we commit that we shall abide by what we have agreed. And violence will never be allowed to be a currency to use to transact any governance or political questions in the country now and in the future. And may God help us.